year for their employees, for training, for education, to teach them kind of what's new in the industry, to let them know about their own benefits, to bring them together as a team collaboration, and that's a pretty impressive scene there. This group has grown from like 40 to 80 2 years ago to now this year there's over 150 people. So this is a local community business that's really doing it right, treating their employees right, growing from within. It started as just a small mom and pop. They have now expanded to that massive scene there. So it's pretty cool. We'll be speaking today about some fitness and how to bring some health and nutrition and healthy habits into their lifestyle. So stay tuned. Hey everybody. How come when you said gym membership, you named one guy in this entire room? Alright, so guys, what I want to talk about today is like really dumbing it down, and dumbing down health, fitness, just feeling good more than anything. And I think what happens is we get overwhelmed. Like there are so many choices and so many different options out there that we think like we have to fit into a box. And the first thing I want to tell you is this, is like, it comes down to one thing. It comes down to feeling better. And that might be completely different for somebody at this table and then somebody in the back. But you need to find what that is for you. And so when I look at it this way, my analogy is this, like I can't fix shit. Are we allowed to curse here, guys? I can't fix shit. If I walked into your warehouse, I would look at it and I would be overwhelmed. But the good thing is, I know if I ever had a problem, I need something fixed, you guys have a tool to fix it. Now the problem is when people look at fitness, they think, oh, I can't eat carbs after 8, or I need to work out on this day, or I need to combine this and this, or whatever the hell it is. But really, you guys are basically taking this whole set of tools and trying to think you need to be able to implement every single one every single day. And that's not true. So what I want to tell you more than anything is like when it comes to your health and fitness and things, there is like a phenomenon going out in this whole world around us, but it doesn't include you guys. And what I mean by that is, for instance, our boot camp is 90% or 92% ladies. This company here is 90% men, okay? Woo. Now what's happening with this, which is really cool, is exercising and working out has become cool again. And the reason why I say that for our 90% men is because you have ladies walking around in yoga pants all the time, all right? So we do have that benefit. The problem is they're getting healthier, they're getting in shape, they're being more active, and then when you come home at the end of the day, you say you're tired, you don't want to do anything. I've been physical all day, I've used my body. So you take it from an all or nothing. Instead of at the end of the day, you could do something as simple as like going out for a walk with the kids, you could go and do a couple push-ups, you could go do whatever, but we take this all or nothing mentality. It happens with all of us. Travis will tell you, we fall in the same slump. Tommy, I'm sure you fall in the same slump. Like, I know some of you guys, like it happens. So what happens is instead of trying to fit into a box, you need to make your own box, okay? And the most important thing that you can do with any type of fitness or health-related thing or business or anything else in your life is consistency. Consistency is the name of the game. So two stories, and two of the biggest success stories that I've seen over the past year started off as some of the most simplest things. You'll remember this story because you probably heard it in Gus's meetings. But it comes down to this, like there was this guy who started with my friend Gus. He used to go to Dunkin' Donuts line every single day. He'd order his coffee and he'd order 8 and 8. Does anybody know what that means? 8 cream, 8 sugar. So, and this is what this guy lived on. I mean, this is for a long time. Right? So, but that's normal to this person, okay? Like you guys probably have something normal in your day-to-day life. So anyway, you challenge him the next day, go to 7 and 7. So this guy did a 7 and 7 for a while, then went down to 6 and 6. And now this guy uses only black coffee and he's lost 150 pounds. So and this is now in a course of like 16, well we're probably about 18 months now. One freaking change. One simple change, all right? We have a lady who works for the clerk of courts for Pasco County. Same thing, she started using MyFitnessPal. I don't know if anybody knows that app. It's on your phone, it's about as simple as it can get. You can scan barcodes. But she went to Dunkin' Donuts every single day. She didn't change her coffee or anything else. She just started getting a healthier donut each time that she had an option. Same thing, that lady is now down 100 and it's like 13, 14 pounds in a year, all right? One freaking change. So what we look at with a lot of this stuff is like we try and tackle everything at once. And you guys probably do this in your own lives. You probably do it with your finances, like what Mary Ellen was talking about. When we get so overwhelmed, we can't see through like the clutter of everything. Really need to start with just one thing. So when it comes down to that one thing, like you need to find your lowest hanging fruit. Like what is that one thing that you mess up every single day? For a lot of you, it's probably putting like International Delight or one of those creamers or something in your morning coffee, all right? It might seem just as simple as that, but it really is because at the back of the serving it says 2 tablespoons. Tomorrow measure, you probably put in 4. So that's about 30 grams of sugar. If you drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning, you probably drink 2 or 3. So now you're starting your morning off with maybe 60, 90 grams of sugar, and that's basically setting you up for this day of being grumpy, being irritable, being unpleasant, and all these different things. And what I find a lot of times, people will take a bad situation at work, a bad minute, a bad hour, a bad whatever it is, and they turn it into a bad day and a bad week. And a lot of times, because we're so emotional with this whole roller coaster of up and down, because we're surviving on Mountain Dew, we're surviving on coffee, we're surviving on sugary drinks, caffeine, Red Bull, Monster Ice. Somebody's got 2-bagger back there. He's got two cans. But it is, guys, so what we're doing is we're relying on kind of like a crutch and a handicap for what we're doing. And really, energy just comes down to moving more and eating better. And really, if it's just one substitute that you made every single day, it would start to add up. So, what are some of those different things? Guys, we all want a little bit better arms. Drop down. Start with the 20 push-ups every single morning when you wake up. It sounds stupid, but guess what? At the end of the year, you're going to have a lot of freaking push-ups under your belt, and your wife might actually want to grab, touch, and be attracted to you again. All right? Guys, we got a big fat belly. Let's start eating a little bit less right before bed every single night. Make a cutoff time for yourself, and then first thing in the morning, you do a few sit-ups. Guess what? Your wife might look at you and be attracted to you a little bit more. All right? So there's a lot of things, guys, and especially if you get 90% guys, I can relate with you, all right? It is. We're tired. We use our bodies. It is something at the end of the day that maybe we don't want to go to a CrossFit, a boot camp, a gym, or anything else, but make it fit your box, all right? If I could get one thing out of this today, guys, like how I started back, even going back into the beginning of this year, my wife and I, we did two things. Like me, I started doing 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, and I do that 5 sets. I find sometime throughout the day, it takes 5 to 10 minutes, and that was my start. The second thing is, lowest hanging fruit every single Sunday, slice of life. They don't even have to know our order. They deliver it right there. It was always the same thing. 2 pieces of chocolate cake, a large pepperoni pizza. We made an agreement we wouldn't do that for a whole month in January. We were down 12 pounds in 1 month. So it's like you start looking at some of these little things of where's your lowest hanging fruit and where can you start making those little tiny changes. Don't try and overwhelm yourself. You have work. You have all this other stuff going on. Some of you guys have kids. Some of you guys are in a situation like Bobby where you have a family that's sick, kids that are sick. Like, do you really think you're going to go start a CrossFit program or a boot camp or a gym program? Hell no. All right, you guys are busy. All right, find what fits in your box. But that would be what I would say is start with 2 things that hang on that lowest fruit. Grab those first and make that your priority. All right? If you eventually get into a gym, you get into a gym. If you eventually start working out, you eventually start working out. But there's this amazing thing called momentum. And when you start doing something once, and then you do it twice, and then 5 times, 10 times, it becomes a routine, and then all of a sudden you start feeling a little happier, a little healthier. All of a sudden when some bad situation, bad minute, bad hour, bad whatever at work happens, you overlook it and you have a little bit more positivity and energy. When your wife on the weekend says, hey, let's go out and do this, and you're like, freaking tired, honey. Maybe this time you actually get up and go, all right? So it's not just establishing healthy habits in your own personal life and your own personal goals, but it's also the radiation that'll affect everybody with your kids, your family members, your coworkers, and everybody else in your life, all right? So that is my speech today. That is my motivation. If anybody wants, for the next 28 days, we do have a free program that Travis and I put together for you guys. We'll put you as part of our actual online support community through our Facebook group. There's a meal plan, at-home workouts, there's a gym workout routine for anybody who does any of that stuff at a local gym. But that way you can be under our support, under our guidance, and if you need help, we're there to help you with that. Lastly, if anybody wants to come to LiveFit for the next month, we do have something for $49. You guys will have full access along with that program. You guys can come in, use the gym, work out, you'll have group training, you'll have private training, and access to anything that we have going on. But guys, I just want to tell you one thing. You don't have to do it with me. You don't have to do it with any place else. It's all about you. It starts with your goals.